Morning. What an horrible, wet, windy, miserable day. As you can see, I'm in a right good mood, I am. Well, my car's exhaust has broke off my car. I can't use it till Monday, so I cycled down here because I know I've got that much to do. Still can't find my microphone, so I'm shouting at you. Yeah, I got in, it started chucking it down and raining on my bike, look. A nice thrilling ride. Well, anyway, I'm just planting a few stuff out today. I'm not getting much germination. It's a little bit disheartening, I must say. My missus on Facebook, she's found a woman who's obviously got an allotment and got surplus stuff, so I'm going to go and give her some bit of, donation for some plug plants and that to get things going. But I just can't seem to get things germinating as they used to. Well, I say used to, as they did last year. But what I am trying, carrots. Let me show you something. These carrots here, they're on like a tape thing, whatever they're called. Yeah, a 6 metre tape thing. So I prepared a bed. I'm gonna put these in and just see how they go. I've already put some in, but nothing happened. Not from the tape, just sort of what I've heard saying myself. Right then, let's move you on so you can see. So I'll give it a bit of a dig over, and I've got this little tool here. A lot of the gardeners use them. I forgot what it's called actually, the actual name of it. Just give that a little dust it over. Right, that's all ready. These are my carrots. They come in this like tape thing here. You just unfold it. Just unfold it and split it down. As you can see, all the seeds are there. Just place them in your bed. Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, this is a tape here. I'm opening it out, pulling it off and just pulling them in rows. Now we just had a really good downpour, so the ground's wet, I don't need to water it, it's ready to go. So I'm going to put these down and basically put a light sprinkling of compost over the top, give it another good watering and see what happens. With it being in these raised beds, I can put some netting over to protect it from the carrot flies and start germinating. Right. As you can see, there ain't much of it. Yeah. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do this with half the bed, and the other half, I'm just literally going to sprinkle some seeds and see what happens. So this is an experiment really, just to see if these tapes work, but they are quite expensive. So if you want to do a whole bed like that, you're talking like £6-7. Well, you can get some normal carrot seeds for, I don't know, 75p from Wilco. Right, let's get on with it then. Alright guys, I went and got my watering can, laid them all out, and the wind blew and blew them all off. Ah! I've done them again. I'm going to water them quick before the wind comes. Just hold them in place. Don't really need watering, but just hold them in place. The seeds are like in tissue. There. So when you've watered, if they're not in the right spot, it's a bit of tough. They'll be all right. Yeah. Just there. Oh, hang on. Got some nantas. These come free with a magazine I have, Country Kitchen. They only come yesterday actually, so I know the fresh seeds, I'm going to put those in. These are 95s. Don't know what the difference is. They look like the little small ones. I like them, they're lovely. Right then. As I said, this is a sprinkle it and see method. That's a definitely sprinkle it and see. Got my compost there. I must admit, I'm not keen on this compost at all. Not for germinating and that anyway, but it's ideal for lobbing on beds and at the allotment for actually using. Well, it's just not nice. It's not like soil, it's the peat-free stuff. I don't want to get into debate about that, but suffice to say I don't use it, don't like it. But I have got some left over what I'll just lob on the beds. Carrots don't need much covering over, just a little bit. Like so. Right. I'll get this done and get back to you. There we go, all done. As you know, I already done a video on carrots, and this is the actual bed I put them in. So this should be carrot mark 2. Just sectioned it off there with a cane, so I know that's where the little carrots are grown. I won't be thinning those out with only being small. I'll just leave them and do their own thing. These here are the longer ones, which should germinate in well, with spacing and that, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, all I'm going to do with that one now is just cover it over. No need to do out really. I'm just going to cover it over to make sure the local cat don't come and dig them up and start pooing on them. Yeah, and then as they start germinate, I'll put a proper meshing over. I'm moving backwards because next job is this bed here. Just going to give that a dig over and put my beans out with some canes. Right, I'm not going to video me doing it all because you know how to dig a bed. I'll come back to you when I've done it. Just a quickie to explain, I've changed my mind. Right, just here, look. I was going to put my beans in there, dig it over, put the beans in, but as you can see, it's got the wood around it. So that acts as a little bit of helping on putting netting over, and beans don't need netting. So what I've decided to do is just still dig it over, but leave that for the something like cauliflowers, something what needs some netting. Here, as you can see, I built like a frame there to put some cucumbers in, which you've seen on the last video. Here, these haven't got the wood round. Now, these are decking boards, but my father-in-law's got some ready for me. So if I put my beans in here, which don't need netting, I can then at my leisure over summer get these decking boards and just put them in around the side, you see. So this is going to be my bed for my beans. Just show you how I put my canes in, by the way. What I do, I've initially put one adjacent to each other, one either side, then one there. I'm going to put another one there, and I've just completed this one on this side. Just show you what I do when I've done one opposite each other. There's the one there, what's going to be opposite to that one there when it's put in. Then I put two, then I fill in the middle bits. So in effect, there'll be one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, there, and there. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna have 8 canes round one tripod. There we go. You're all in. Put one of those big tie wraps at the top, equally spaced around the bottom. What I've done, I've left a bit of a gap there, so when my father-in-law, when I pick it up for me father-in-law, the decking board, I can actually fit that in without disturbing the plants too much. I've purposely done it like that. So yeah, these are sturdy, they're not going anywhere, because there's quite a bit of weight on them when these beans are grown. But as you can see, that just simply putting them into the ground like that and tying them at the top is suffice. Right then, well, the beans we got are they're not runner beans, the French climbing beans, because I got that many runner beans last year. I don't need them this year, so I've got some French climbing beans. Might as well put them out, haven't I? Hi guys, can you see me? Right, these are my beans. I've got a couple of trays in these, and these big root trainers. The reason being, they've got a big hole in the bottom. So push a cane up or something, and they come out, and you get a really nice root ball. Unfortunately, some of them are growing quite tall, and in the greenhouse they've wrapped themselves around some plants what I've got growing above them, in like all the metal netting and that, and I've tried to pull them out and I've snapped some of them at the top. So I'm hoping they'll still grow, and they're not, it won't just kill the growth, if you know what I mean. They won't grow. So I'm trying to pick out the ones what are still, what I haven't snapped. They're so delicate, I couldn't believe it. I just sort of pulled them and like, oh no, all the tops are left on the other above them in the frame. Right, so I'm on videoing. Yeah, got the video on. All I'm simply doing, what I've watered them so they come out in one clump. As you can see, decent root. Just simply put them in. I put them in at an angle so they're facing towards the cane, so they wrap themselves around it. Do a little push down. Then I help them along by wrapping them anti-clockwise. They have to be wrapped anti-clockwise, so that's how they grow. and that's it. Simple. Hopefully they will just one per cane. As you can see, I've done some. Right, I'm going to sort through these, and hopefully I'll have enough of the ones that I haven't snapped. I'll get back to you when I've done them. They're all done now, as you can see. I might need just to tie a few up to help them to go up the canes. I've got two different varieties. Actually, I forgot what they are, so I'll post I'll post a little thingy up so you know. Just here where there's a bit of spare soil, I'm gonna put some radish seeds in because they're quick croppers they are, so I can get some radish going in that bit there instead of leaving it to waste. Right then, moving on to this next bed here. I'm going to put my beetroot in there, but as I explained about having this decking board put round the edge, I need to level the soil off a bit, so I've come up with an idea. Got all these old flower pots left over, so I'm going to take some of the soil up here. I'll fill them pots up, mix the rest up with a little bit of compost and that. I'm going to put some carrot seeds in, so then I can just empty the box whenever needed, because I'm a bit dubious about whether they're going to germinate or not, so I've got a bit of a backup. So yeah, I'm going to get on with that now. Just going to, as I said, take some of the soil up and fill up those pots. Well, I'll fill them up. Right, see you soon. There we go. I put them here for time being. I don't know whether they're going to stay there. All I'm concerned about is the carrot fly. But I know if they're quite high up, the carrot fly don't seem to touch them. But I'll put them there for time being. I haven't got the seeds on me. They're at home, so I've just prepared them ready for next time when I come down. I'll bring the seeds and label each one accordingly. Right then, I'll get back to planting my beetroot. Oh, by the way, hang on, don't go. Sorry about that glitch. Yeah, by the way, the reason why I'm doing that is a little bit like the potatoes what you see me plant out in pots. Let me just show you. These here, I've got loads more allotment at the top as well. So when they're ready, I basically just empty the tub out, and I've got a load of potatoes for that week or a few days or whatever it may be. Then when I'm ready again, I empty the next tub out. Well, I'm trying to do the same thing with these carrots, you see. So when I know one looks about ready and we need some, I'll just empty it out and as and when, because I'm not really then disturbing the soil to pull a few out, which will attract the carrot fly, and doing it individually from pots. So I might leave them there and just try and make a kind of bit of a netting over. But yeah, that's a future thing anyway. Well, I've got all my beetroot in. There we go. Just need a good watering now and the path's cleaning. I left a gap round the edge just to put my boards in without disturbing them too much. My beans are in. I think I could do with tying a couple more of those up. And there's a couple of things I want to show you, and then I'm going home. I've had a quite productive day today. I'm quite happy. So these two beds here I've dug over, took the weeds out obviously and that. I've been given an aubergine by the guy at the plot up the road, so I'm going to put this in the middle of here because they do grow quite big. I had two of these last year and there's just too many, so I've just got one. I'm going to dedicate that bed to it. I'm going to put that in now, and also these. Now I don't know what these are called. All I know is the same guy at the top of the plot, he's got some perennial leeks. Basically, I mean by perennial, they come back every year. And he's just sectioned a bit of his plot off, and they just keep coming back. And these are what's gone to flower, and these are the seeds what come off it. I've been soaking them in water, and as you can see, they're just starting to chip now. So I've dug this over. So this bed, that's going to be dedicated to these perennial leeks. So I'm going to put those in. I'm going to dot them all around there. Put the aubergine in there. Water everything. Have a bit of a tidy up, and then have a cycle home. Thankfully the rain's held off. I felt a few drips at times, but apart from that, it's been all right. Right then, I'll catch you later.